and welcome to A Head Full of Tales. Now today's story is called Tom and the Wicked Wizard. Now there was once a boy called Tom, and he worked for a wicked wizard. Now, the wizard was so wicked that after Tom had done all the cleaning and had fed the wizard and had put all the magic books back to where they belong, the wizard would give Tom the ability to turn himself into a mouse so that he wouldn't have to feed him so much. That's how wicked he was. But the wizard had a very evil plan. He wanted to rule the kingdom and be in charge of all he could see. So one night he turned himself into a raven and he flew to the king's palace. He landed onto the king's bedroom window and then he flapped next to the king's bed and said, "King, show me where your key is so I can open your chest and take your crown." And the key appeared in the king's hand, and he took it off his neck, which was on a piece of string, and he handed it to the raven, who immediately turned back into the wicked wizard. He went to the chest, unlocked it, and there was the crown of the kingdom. He took the crown, placed it on his head, turned back into the giant raven, and flew back to his own tower. "Tom," he said, and Tom scuttled out of the skirting board and turned back into a boy. "Look at this. I have the crown." "Oh, sir, I think that's too much power. I don't think you should be having the crown as well as all the power you've got." "Quiet, boy. Now go." "Where am I going to go?" "Turn yourself back into a mouse and go and see the king and tell him he's got 3 days. And if he can't take this crown back off me by then, I will rule the entire kingdom. Do you understand, boy? Or should I say, little mouse? Squeak, squeak." With that, he took Tom and shoved him out the window. The little mouse somersaulted in the air, landed on the ground, and scuttled to the palace. When he got there, he turned back into the boy and was just about to go over the drawbridge when 2 guards said, Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?" "I need to see the king. It's about his crown." "Oh, do you now? You're coming with us." And the 2 guards grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and dragged him to the king. "Hello, Your Majesty," said Tom, bowing. "The wizard says you've got 3 days and to rescue the crown, and if you don't, he will be the ruler forever." "Oh dear," said the king. Who's got the crown?" "The wizard, Your Highness, the wizard." "Oh dear. Yes. I want my 3 fiercest knights," he said, quite frightened. "Yes, bring them to me now." And he ordered the 3 knights to go and arrest the wizard. So the 3 knights rode off. They came to the tower, and as they were about to attack, the wizard appeared at the window with his staff of oak and yew, and he held his hands up, and the clouds turned dark, and lightning struck the 3 men and turned them into a most 3-headed dragon with fierce teeth and little wings, and they flew up into the air. And now they were angry, really angry, because now they had 3 heads instead of 1, and now they couldn't think because everybody was thinking at the same time, and that made them really angry. So they sat on the tower and wrapped their tail around it till at the bottom. The wizard shouted out the window, "King, King, that didn't work. Only 2 more days, and then I will rule your kingdom." The sound wave went all across the kingdom and reverberated all around the palace. Oh my, oh my, I'm going to send out all my army. And the king sent all his men. All the army, 150 men, some marched, some rode on horses, and they got to the tower and they surrounded it. The wizard came out of his window and he raised his arms. Again, the clouds grew dark and black, and lightning flickered and flashed everywhere. And the soldiers became trees. Their arms grew twisted and longer and extended. Their feet melted into the ground, and thorns came from all the branches. And now, around the tower was a forest of thorns where the army once were. King! King, your army's gone now. It is but a forest. One more day, and if you do not give me any challenges to my authority, I will be the ruler of this land. And the sound waves went over the forest, through the land. They shook houses, and it shook the palace. Oh dear, said the king. What am I going to do? Excuse me, said Tom. I think I may be able to help. You, boy, look at you, you're all scrawny. Doesn't look like you've eaten for days. Oh, I'm quite scrawny as a boy, but I'm quite fat as a mouse. You what? I'm quite fat as a mouse. And with that, the boy turned himself back into a mouse. A mouse? Against a wizard? Are you mad? No. And then the little mouse, I should say, scuttled off. And it got to the forest of thorns, and it climbed in, and it hopped and it skipped and it skipped and it hopped. And then when it was on the other side of the thorns, it squeaked. Squeak, 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 squeak. And hundreds and thousands of mice joined him. And they all climbed up the tower, and it shimmered and waved and bubbled with all the millions of mice that were climbing it. They all went through the window, and the wizard looked. What's going on here? What is this strange magic? And the wizard was about to raise his staff and summon the lightning when all the mice went for all the books in his library, and they ate and they gnawed and they chewed. No, don't eat that. No, don't screw that. No, you're destroying my magic. And Tom, as a mouse, put his hands on his mice hips. I know you, boy. It's you. And he took his staff and was going to crush him to the ground. But just then, with the staff came and about to hit his head, Tom scuttled away. And the staff hit the floor and smashed into 2 pieces. Oh, no. Now I have lost most of my magic. And the wizard turned himself back into a raven and went to fly out the window. And suddenly the dragon's head came down. Snap, you miss me. Snap, you miss me, said the wizard. But on the 3rd snap, the wizard was swallowed in one. The dragon flew down from the tower and turned back into the 3 knights. All the army untrangled their branches and was once again proper soldiers. Tom turned himself back into a boy and went back to the castle. Oh, said the king, what could I ever do to repay you? I would like to work for you, sir. Oh, yeah, but I don't think you should be a cleaner. I don't think that's very fair. No, sir. I think I should be an advisor. An advisor? What could you advise me on? Well, as a mouse, I can go anywhere, and I can hear if people are suffering, or if people need help here or there, or if you're going to be attacked by armies, and they never know it's me because I'm a mouse. So I know what all is going on."
"Oh, yes. What a good idea. You shall be my adviser. From this day forward, Tom, Scuttle and Seek, you are my main man."
And they all live happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed the story, and if you'd like to see more, come to A Head Full of Tales. See you later. Bye-bye.